Ah, good morning, happy Monday, and happy April Fool's Day. Yeah. So, okay, before I continue, I just want to say, listen, it's April Fool's Day. There's gonna be a lot of internet hoaxes and jokes being played at everybody and all that stuff. I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm not gonna be doing any of that. This is not an April Fool's joke. I really am not going to do anything. I lack the time and imagination to pull up any kind of practical joke that would otherwise fool anyone watching this video. So, don't worry. For once, on April Fool's Day, you're actually going to find somewhere where there is no joke. Because I literally wouldn't know how to do any of that. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like a good joke. And as long as it's not taken too far, I don't mind laughing at myself. But not gonna do that here. Today's gonna be, well, I'd say business as usual, but I've been doing this for almost 2,300 days. Like, business as usual for me is like, not that. So, let's see. Well, again, let's just get to my low and my high, my act of kindness. Well, I would love to say that my low is I didn't want yesterday to end, and it did, and as valid as an argument as that is, I feel that's something a little bit that, something's actually, bad or inconveniencing. I mean, honestly, the fact that I didn't want yesterday to end only just further proves that it was a great day. And pretty much everything that happened yesterday was my high. But for my low is, I tell you what, for some reason this morning, I was just feeling sleepy. Like, I'm feeling sleepy right now, in fact. I mean, I'm sure I'll probably, get over it at some point, or who knows, maybe I may find a way to take a nap at some point. That'd be pretty cool. But for right now, I'll just say that my low is the fact that I'm feeling really tired, slept in a little bit too late yesterday, or today, sorry. And, I mean, you get up at like almost 4 a.m. to make guacamole. And then leave for church at 8 o'clock in the morning on Easter Sunday. Well, it's actually 8:30 when it started. Point is, it's going to take a lot out of you. Especially what you do afterwards, which leads me to my high. I mean, I literally just said I didn't want yesterday to end because it was so great, but it was great because I went to not one, not two, but 3 Easter parties. And they were all family oriented. Got a new, my second family was first. And then my cousins and second cousins were second, and my actual immediate family was third for Easter dinner. So, nothing but fun, family, and food. It was a good day. I have nary a complaint about yesterday. Other than, again, I didn't want it to end. And my act of kindness was regarding the first party I went to. I made a couple things. Made my guacamole, obviously. And I had pickles jars of pickles as gifts for everybody. Well, not everybody, but as many people as I could give them to. Unfortunately, there are a few people who left without grabbing their jars, so I'm gonna have to work around, giving it to them. But yeah, yesterday was just the perfect way to end the month of March. I mean, it does feel a little weird I don't have this tie anymore. Like, quite literally, I don't have the tie right now, and I'm in my possession. I actually gave it to someone who knows how to, yesterday, luckily, yesterday at the first party I went to, I ran into arguably the best seamstress in the whole area, and she's gonna re-seam my tie. So, hopefully it's gonna look brand spanking new. We'll have to wait and see. So it's weird. What exactly am I going to talk about today? I mean, no, obviously I know. I mean, man, I don't even know anymore. I'm so tired. I don't even know how to think properly at the moment. I mean, after the first party I went to my cousin's house for Easter. That was a wonderful time, and got to talk to people about basketball, because the college basketball tournament's going on. And later that evening, we had dinner at my folks' place, and I came back here to watch our Tournament of Champions last night. Then I went to bed. That was pretty much my my entire day. Although I will admit, like, my sleep did kind of get interrupted because I was feeling really hot. And it turns out that, like, here's the thing. Like, in my apartment, my heat or air conditioning is either on or off. And they're on, like, as high or low, if it's air conditioning, as it can possibly be. It's either one of those two things or it's off. And like last night, I was like, I had to get out of bed, turn off my heater, and then, I mean, I slept a lot better. Unfortunately, I think I slept too well. I don't think it's the fact that I was tired. I slept too well. Actually, come to think of it, I think I can go pee last night. I forget. Oh, gosh. I suppose I'm going to have to get used to this format of no One Piece manga chapter reviews or reactions, because there is none. Right. I mentioned in last week's manga chapter I read, or reacted to, there was going to be a 3-week break. And I think I might as well talk about it now, since it's going to be that way for the next, until April 21st, when the next chapter is released. I'm sure anyone watching this at the moment already knows this, but for those of you who don't know, One Piece is on a 3-week break. And the reason why Ichiro Oda went on this break is, well, it is very much for personal reasons, specifically that, he's worried about his health. I mean, everything that the creator of One Piece does, obviously is out of love for storytelling and love for his fans. I mean, the guy gets up at 3 o'clock in the morning, and, no, actually, I take that back. He gets up at 5 o'clock in the morning and goes to bed at 3 a.m. He barely gets like 2 hours of sleep. But guess what? He's able to work on One Piece for all that time. He literally has people telling him, like, listen, don't tell me to stop. Whatever you do, keep me from stopping writing, please. I want to make sure I do this. Like, it's pretty serious. Now, why would I bring this up? Because with the passing of Akira Toriyama, the creator of Dragon Ball, obviously it's a shock to the world, but especially it was a shock to Ichiro Oda, because Akira Toriyama was Oda's idol. In fact, I do believe Oda worked as an editor for Dragon Ball at one point. And for those unaware, I mean, to say that Dragon Ball had an everlasting impact on the entire mediums of both anime and manga, respectively, or in general, like, it's huge. You know, people like Ichiro Oda, the creator of One Piece, Masashi Kishimoto, for the creator of Naruto, Tite Kubo, the writer of Bleach, and so many others. Funny how I just mentioned the big three right there. Like, they all drew influence from Akira Toriyama. And even though his passing was only a couple weeks ago, like, that aura of just sadness among Dragon Ball fans is still there. Now, obviously I just mentioned how Oda, you know, had Akira Toriyama as one of his idols. So what does that have to do with Oda taking a break? Well, for those of you who don't know, Japan is like in third place for the highest life expectancy at 84. I forget the other two places at the moment. I think China, no, it's not China. I'm sorry, I can't remember the other two, but, you know, basically the average life expectancy for an average Japanese person is 84 years old. Which is a lot better than here in America, like 70 maybe, I think. I mean, I think it's a little bit better, but the point is, Japanese people live very long lives. However, a study was conducted several years ago that the average life expectancy of someone who writes and draws manga is 62. Akira Toriyama was 68 years old when he died. I mean, yeah, that's higher than the average, but that's literally 16 years younger than the average life expectancy. Oh, I say it's higher than the average for a manga author, but it's lower than the average life expectancy all around, is what I mean to say. And because Oda realizes this, for everything Oda does when writing, for writing One Piece, the fact that he's taking a break just to focus on himself and his health, like, honestly, all the respect in the world. Because, again, this is serious. I mean, with One Piece reaching its final saga, it is quite possible that anything could happen in terms of what happens to Oda. The man's almost 50 years old. You know, he's still below the average of the average life expectancy of a manga author. I mean, I'm sure he'll be done before he reaches age 62. But, you know, it's just worrisome. It is. And Oda knows this. So, 3 weeks to focus on his health, spend time with his family, you know, he deserves it. Unfortunately for us One Piece fans, we're going to be starving for the next chapter over the next 3 weeks. But if what we get out of this winds up being incredibly great, then I'll be more than satisfied. And normally when breaks like this happen, you know, it is for the fact that Oda wants to spend time with family and, you know, take care of personal health, which, again, nothing but respect for. So, again, if the product we get out of this winds up being as good as we all hope it is, I think we'll be okay. But I will admit, the last One Piece manga chapter left us on a pretty big cliffhanger. I mean, we're still in a cliffhanger. We've got 10 minutes before Vegapunk releases the message. Well, actually, as of the end of the manga chapter, it was 6 minutes. till Vegapunk releases the message onto the world. A thought just occurred to me. Because the next chapter is going to come out April 21st. I don't think that, well, remember it was 10 minutes before the message was revealed, now it's 6. I don't think the remaining time is going to be up at the end of the next chapter. Or if it is, time will be up, but we're not going to know the message until the chapter after that. So it is very possible, well, like the earliest case scenario, that, for those of you who don't know, Vegapunk is going to release a message about the history of the world that the world government doesn't want anyone to find out. It's going to be May. It's going to be May when that chapter happens. I can already guarantee that. Hopefully it'll be the first weekend in May, so we can move the story right along, but we'll have to wait and see. Although, if there is one thing I take away from this, obviously, be with family, self-care is very important, personal health is very important. I mentioned family is very important, and honestly, yesterday was nothing but family for me, so that's why I'm feeling pretty good right now. But, we've had that. And as sad as that is, that's a natural part of life. Although, it doesn't make us want not wanting to have that happen any better. I think I said that properly. Well, regardless, I hope you all like this video. If you did, like and subscribe to the YouTube channel, follow me on social media. As always, I'm very humbled to make this video. For all of you guys who watch enjoy today, hopefully you have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful Monday. And remember, if you guys want to talk channel, we'll be here to lend you all your back. Take care and make good choices. 607 all day, baby.